Hello to you. My name is Kądzielska and you are watching Poland Daily Culture. And today we'll take you backstage in the musical theater. And here with me is Ożarowska, a translator herself and a PhD candidate at Warsaw University. Tell me please about what's the most difficult in translation of musicals?
So basically, when we translate musicals, it's always the singable version. So there are no subtitles, we don't have it in a printed form, but it's for singing. So obviously we need to first of all think about the singers, if they will be able to sing it, because sometimes everything looks nicely on paper, but then when it's come to singing, it's not so easy. First of all, we need to make sure that the singers will have enough amount of oxygen in their lungs to produce some vowels, especially, and also high vowels. So that's one of the difficulties. Then we need to make sure that we actually preserve the content. So we need to marry the form and the content, which is always difficult. It's like with poetry. Some people say that if we translate poetry, we need to read the text, close our eyes, then never look at the text again, the original, and then produce the translation. And it's a little bit like that with the singing. But we also need to remember about the music, of course.
Because there is a saying, traditore traducere. So translator is always cheating a little bit. So either the other saying is a little bit a nice one, but it says like, it's with translation it's the same with a woman. Either it's beautiful or it's honest.
Yes, I mean, I need to disagree with that, but there is a grain of truth in that, really. Because, of course, it all depends on the type of text. If we've got the legal text, well, it certainly needs to be faithful. And, beautiful, the beauty is another thing, but certainly we need to be faithful. But with poetry and with musicals, with operas, I'm talking about singable versions, well, we can go, we don't have to be as faithful as normally. So here, the most important thing is, well, the final product is the most important. The most important thing is that the viewers are happy, really. So the target audiences, it also depends who the target audience is.
But are there such kind of musicals that are impossible to translate? For example, the latest hit, the Hamilton, with so much difficult lyrics, with so much rhymes and rap and traditional musical songs. I would say it's almost impossible to translate.
Well, it's certainly a great challenge, and it's very, very difficult, especially that there are all those mentions of those historical facts. Some maybe were not translated into Polish never, or even not mentioned in Polish literature. So it's certainly a great challenge, but I wouldn't say it's impossible to translate. Well, maybe something will be lost in translation. Obviously, it happens very often, but something may be added. So I think it would be an absolutely big challenge, but I think that if done right, it may be absolutely fantastic.
And what do you think might be, I mean, is it the easiest option, the way how it's usually chosen by most of the translators when it comes to musicals? Like, which option do they choose?
I would say that they choose maybe this fun option. I would say that they may go for this fun option, so make it funny, make it entertaining. Because very often that's, I'm of course generalizing, but a lot of musicals are about fun and about entertainment. And the audiences, they also need to be, the lyrics need to be catchy. So, of course, this is called take-home tune. So then the audiences go home and they're just, singing it to themselves. So it really needs to be catchy. It just like, as I said, with poetry, the original, it's very important, but some people say that it's like an inspiration. And we need to produce text that really works in the target language.
Sounds very good and so very interesting. And I see it as a challenge, but also a nice challenge, I would say. So to you, the audience of Poland Daily, whenever you listen to the musicals, try to listen to both versions. For example, Polish and English and original, and compare them. Maybe you would yourself translate it differently. And thank you very much for watching Poland Daily Culture.